Hey everybody, this is Klaus. Thanks so much for tuning in to Plant-Based News. We've got a very special video for you today. I'm with Dr. Martika Hina and also Doug. Doug has never been on Plant-Based News before. We've been kind of speaking off camera a little bit, and Doug has recently been 500 pounds. He's in the last couple of months started his weight loss journey and has lost over 100 pounds. Doug, we're going to go to Martika in a little bit, but first up, Doug, can you just talk about some of the darker moments about being kind of morbidly obese that we don't often hear about?
So one of the dark things that happened in my life at that time is, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It upsets me to say it to you guys. Is I became suicidal, and not only did I think about suicide, I don't want to say I attempted it, that I ended up in the hospital, but I actually ended up by myself on the edge of a bed with a 45 pistol in my mouth. I didn't think life had anything else for me. I didn't think anyone would love me. I didn't have acceptance from anybody. I've had situations where, I've been embarrassed on airplanes. I've had situations where going to a restaurant, and not being able to sit at a table, at going, to a booth and literally breaking the booth off the wall because my belly was too big. I've had instances of being in public with kids going, you know what, mommy and daddy, look at that fat guy. As loud as anyone could, everyone heard it. It's really embarrassing. One of the gentlemen that I speak with, he can attest to this as well. It's really embarrassing to get dressed and be this ex-football player, be the provider for your family, but look at your wife and say, hey, by the way, I can't bend down today to put my shoes on. Can you go ahead and help me with my shoes? And looking down and seeing her, and having, and that's a specific one too, having conversations with her. There were times that, we would have an argument as a married couple because she would tell me that she is planning life and she is organizing her life in a way without me in it. And it's not that she plans to divorce me, it's that she's in her mind planning on me dying. She's planning on me not being able to be here. The kids, they don't ask me certain things now because they know the answer is going to be no. No, I don't want to go for a walk. No, I don't want to hop on a bike and go for a ride. That became life. So we had to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm so tired. And then that aha moment, that culmination of everything, honestly happened a couple months ago. I had taken my kids to the whole water park thing. And, my little girl said, hey, are you going to ride the slide with me, Daddy? And I said, yeah, I'll ride the slide. So the whole way I'm walking with her in my hands, and Daddy, are you sure you're going to ride with me? Yeah, I'm going to ride with you, baby. I promise. And we get to the end of the steps. And at the steps right there, boom, there's a sign, weight limit 300 pounds. So there I am, the guy that's promised the whole drive, the whole way, yeah, I'm going to be the good dad for once. I'm going to do what I said. And I let her down. She started crying. So it became enough's enough. I have to change. How am I going to be able to do that? That's what launched me into this whole food plant-based journey. And man, I got to be honest with you, I'm so excited to be on it.
How much weight have you lost so far?
Currently, I have lost a total of 113 pounds. I can honestly contribute that, as far as I can contribute to the whole food plant-based, to 43 pounds.
Wow. Martika, that's one hell of an anecdote. Can you just provide some science to back that up? Is that a common kind of transformation? And how long do you think it will take for Doug to lose all of the weight?
Yes, well, I think his experience with all of the struggles that happen when you're extremely overweight and all the things you realize you can't do, and all of the unfortunate responses you get from other people in public and even from your family, where they don't even ask you because they know the answer is no if you can do something with them. That's a common experience, and hopefully for many people, eventually a motivator to have that aha moment and to make the change. And so I know Doug has said that he first lost the weight first by giving up lots of soda, and he was drinking up to 2 gallons of soda a day. And then after he lost around 70 pounds or so, he then stumbled upon the whole food plant-based diet. And he then realized that eating whole plant foods means you can eat a lot, but you are not hungry and you are filled, and the weight continues to drop off. And so he is definitely approaching it in a healthy way, not just watching portion sizes, but also eating and consuming much more nutritious food.
Awesome. Thank you, Martika. Got a quick question for Doug now. Doug, if somebody came to you who, for example, was really, really overweight or obese, and they were thinking about adopting a plant-based diet, what kind of tips could you give them?
I think honestly, at the end of the day, the only tip I could offer is you got to make that first choice. You have to choose to make a change in your life. The second thing is the resources available out there to you are immense. This isn't hidden information. I mean, literally, you could take a day off of work and spend 8-10 hours just on Netflix documentaries alone and come up with a lot of invaluable information. So it's just make that choice and then find somebody. I mean, I've been very fortunate to meet the doctor, to meet you. I've met other people that have already preceded me in this journey, you know, that I'm texting. You know, believe it or not, it's a very large community out there, especially on the big man side, of people that are right in the middle of doing what I'm doing. And that's all we want to do. We want to help people. So not only do we want to continue the journey ourselves, we want to help someone get through that roadblock, you know, to get through that mental block, however you want to say it. And we want to help people prosper and get healthier.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Doug, for sharing your story. I'm sure it will, you know, reach a lot of people. It's very, very powerful. So we really, really appreciate that. As I said, we were talking before this video, and that is like a longer interview that we did. That's going to be posted on this channel very soon. So please subscribe if you want to hear that. And if you want to follow Doug's journey, then you can subscribe to his channel, which is linked down below. And we're also going to be tracking it on this channel every few weeks. We're going to do videos with Doug, just kind of charting the ups and downs of his kind of weight loss health journey. So yeah, if you want to come for the ride, please subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.